Champ will be there.
Lowe's knows it takes a lot to keep your home running smoothly. That's why we carry all the essentials, all at the right price. So you can get a lot more for a lot less. Shop our products in-store, online, and available on Instacart.
What? $6.99 for the DQ chicken strip basket. Oh, just $6.99 for the whole basket. But it's only for a limited time? Let's go get it right now. I'm driving. DQ, happy tastes good.
When everything hurts, you need relief that's deeper than ice. You need Tidal, the cryotherapy spray that goes beyond cold to take control of the pain. Tidal's powerful plant-based formulation was developed to help world-class athletes recover faster.
Tidal cryotherapy spray can alleviate muscle pain, joint pain, even back pain.
I can still be active and yet not feel aches and pains when I'm sitting there for long hours.
Visit Tidal.com for locations and the full line of Tidal products.
The harder you push, the better we get. Introducing Copperfit Ice, the world's first compression sleeve with the cooling sensation of menthol. The more you move, the more you'll feel the support. Our most advanced compression sleeve yet. A more durable heavyweight weave with seamless four-way stretch for continuous compression and faster recovery of sore muscles and joints. Copperfit Ice. Get the full line of Copperfit Ice compression at these fine stores.
This is Poof, the most powerful pet odor eliminator in the world. It's safe for people, pets, and the planet. Powerful enough to eliminate the stink from any organic odor. Yet it's safe enough to use on pet toys, their beds, even on them. So why waste money on any product that doesn't totally eliminate the stink? Get Poof on Amazon, Poof.com, Chewy.com, and select Walmart stores. If it's not Poof, it stinks.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
This is the carry-on closet, a suitcase with a one-of-a-kind patented closet system that keeps you organized anywhere. Pack all you need for up to 10 days and travel without ever unpacking. Magically organize all your clothes with each of the 6 unique compartments. There's space for your tops, your bottoms, your socks and undies, and on the other side there's space for your larger items like shoes, hoodies, or a jacket. And for each suitcase sold, we save 6 pounds of plastic from entering our oceans through innovative river barriers. The comfort of home on the go. Unpack in seconds at soulguard.co.
Boy, it's been an injury-marred campaign ever since they took the field at 8-3 with a chance to have a destiny control for the 1 seed. Now they must win to make the playoffs. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence in Tennessee. In this world of football games and press conferences that follow until the next, there's a bevy of coaching cliches, but only one has stood the test of time. Maybe because it involves an object that's been around since the Middle Ages, or maybe it's because the media keeps asking coaches about the future, or morning have a seer. And not any seer. We have the ghosts, the greatest of all seers. Of the many things Michael Irvin is that we've learned over the years, you, sir, are a seer.
I'm a seer. When I get my vision, it gives me the totality of what happens. I'm telling you how the seer sees. You got to see now. The seer sees a tough road ahead. 3-game losing streak. And they reach their head about to Snuff that division crown. I told y'all I saw. You're seeing things that you didn't see in those games. I'm always right. The seer that saw it first. You see it?
Yeah. Time for some playoff predictions, everybody.
Oh, man, look at that seer.
We've been absorbing through osmosis some of Michael Irvin's prognostication power throughout the year. So let's put it to good use and take a gander into our crystal ball. All right, it's time for Sinbad Mariucci to get up first. We have an actual crystal ball. Look in, and what do you see in our playoff futures, Mooch? What do you see?
Guys, I'm looking into the future, and I see two guys. What do you see? One is Joe Flacco, and one is Matthew Stafford. Oh, wow. In the NFC, I see Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit, where he spent a great amount of time, never won a playoff game. Oh, he's shaking hands with Jared Goff at the coin flip, and he goes in and upsets the Lions with the Rams. Wow.
Is that all you see?
No, I see Flacco doing something just like it over there, going back home.
What are you seeing?
To the Ravens.
What are you seeing?
I'm telling you.
Can you see through the beads in your face?
And he goes into Baltimore, where he won a Super Bowl, and he upsets them too. Flacco and Matthew Stafford go home and upset the team that's seated higher. And you know what? Revenge is a dish better served cold. It's gonna be cold. All right, here you. What do you see?
Are you putting it on?
I'm putting it on. Come on.
Put the beads back. Hold on. Can I help out?
Yeah, help out.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, the beads go back like that? Much better. Much better. They're going to fall.
Oh, God, forget it.
They're going to fall. They're going to... All right. What do you see, Kurt? What do I see? What do you see? You know what, guys? I see numbers. I see the number 47.
Oh, I thought you said 13.
Okay. I see the number 504.
Oh, what does that mean?
I see a 28, and I see a 6. Whoa, hold on. Everything went black. Everything went dark. Oh, no, wait. There's something there. What is that? Is that a bee? Is that a queen bee? I don't really know what that means. Okay, I see some more numbers. A 34. Now it's becoming clear to me.
Powerball?
I see a Ravens. What? I see a 49er. Here's the thing. It's telling me that history is going to repeat itself. Just like Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans, we're going to have the 49ers and the Ravens, and it's going to turn out exactly the same way, with the Ravens winning 34-31 and hoisting the trophy of Super Bowl 50.
Or if the power goes out in Vegas, it's like Ocean's 11.
That's so good.
Okay.
No hat.
Okay.
Crystal ball. Crystal ball, oh so super. Show the great Gerald Stradamus the playoff future. Crystal ball. What do you say? Those old birds from Philly will be sent home from old Tampa Bay. I see the Buccaneers winning. I see the Cowboys winning.
It's a wishing well all of a sudden.
I see Philadelphia Eagles winning. The last time Jalen Hurts lost a game, he played against a Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah?
He will lose again to a Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma. The Philadelphia Eagles will go home in round 1. The great Gerald Stradamus has had all his fun.
Okay, who made that up? Okay, well done. Excellent crystal ball. Here's the seer.
Let us clean the table of all these unwanted spirits that brings us nothing good. And let us summon upon all the ghosts.
You can just get the hiccups right now.
Of the Jimmy Johnson curse being lifted. Let me tell thee what I see when I look at me. In this crystal ball, I see a run towards yesterday to get back towards tomorrow.
What?
In 92, Jimmy Johnson led the Cowboys to the Super Bowl as a number 2 seed. And
December 30th, he tapped the hands of those refs. Then he tapped the place in Philly. And I see you guys, you're going to have to go to San Francisco just like they did for Jimmy's first Super Bowl. Nobody. Dak Prescott and C.D. Lamb tears it all up. Today is 1/7/2024. I declared as a seer, 1 + 7 = 8. 3 + 0, 2 + 2 + 4 = 8. This is the 88th great day.
I was told there'd be no math.
7 = 8. 2024 = 8.
All right, you're done now. You're done now.
Super Bowl.
The crystal ball says move on.
88 to the Super Bowl.
Careful.
Careful. All
Careful.
the way.
Careful.
88's going to get the MVP too.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's going to raise it.
I have a prediction.
The Super Bowl MVP. By 88. We're going to celebrate. 88.
Guys, I gotta give my prediction. I don't care if there's a hard out. Get away. I've got a prediction.
Rich, there's nothing in there for you. Oh, I see something. I see good stuff.
I see.
Good stuff.
I see a man with glasses. I see two. I see a man named Harbaugh lifting a trophy. Wait, I see 2 Harbaughs lifting trophies.
Good. Oh, that's good.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody! Monday night!
2 Harbaughs.
Starts. I see it.
They got to be championship trophies because Cowboys going to lift the real trophy, right?
How do we follow that? Thank goodness we didn't get hiccups there.
Stop, people. Get some NFC championship trophy.
Old Trapper Beefs, camping catastrophes.
So the kids want to go camping again.
Well,
yeah, let's go camping.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much, she wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. And long-lasting Gain scent beads, part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
Football fans, with the Caesars Sportsbook app, you can be in the game all the time. Seeking instant action? Quick Picks offers you the most popular games and markets already built for you and ready to bet. Experience the thrill when you stack your bets to create a super parlay. Build bets for your favorite teams and players across multiple games. This season, don't just watch the game. Download Caesars Sportsbook and experience the game like never before.
Follow your passion with Courtyard by Marriott.
Whoa, what is all this?
Only the finest game day food. Standing stuffed tacos, taco bowls, and enchiladas.
Hot dogs are better!
Hot dog, man.
That's a high-quality taco.
With Old El Paso, there's so many possibilities.
At Quince, we make inexpensive, expensive things. We know it sounds like a paradox, but we just flipped the way luxury is made. Like washable mulberry silk, unbelievably soft leather jackets, fine Mongolian cashmere, all at a fair price. Get free shipping and 365 5-day returns at quince.com.
Catch all your favorite postseason content on NFL Plus. Stream every playoff game from Wild Card Weekend to Super Bowl 58 live on mobile. Stay up on the latest with 24/7 football news and coverage on NFL Network. Watch exclusive offseason coverage of the Combine, Draft, Free Agency, and more. Don't miss any of the postseason action. Catch it all on NFL Plus today. Plans starting at $6.99 a month.
For the second straight season, the Packers have a winning in-game in Lambeau Field against a division opponent. And as we all know, last year, Aiden Hutchinson and the Lions came in and not only ruined the party for the Packers, but ended Aaron Rodgers' career as a Green Bay Packer. And now here we are in Week 18 of this year, and the Packers have a win-and-in scenario, again, in front of the home folks. And Matt LaFleur, the Packers, are taking on the Bears this time, and they've never lost to them. As we all know, Jordan Love had the ownership papers of the Bears transferred over to him in Week 1 from Aaron Rodgers, and he has been terrific in his rookie campaign. Kurt, as the starter.
Thanks a lot, Rich. There are few things that are more difficult to replace in the NFL than the love between a fan base and their legendary quarterback. We've seen this struggle a million times, and it's the challenge that the Packers are facing right now. But if there's one thing that I've learned over the years, it's that the only thing that can fill the void of an old love is a new love. And that's exactly what Green Bay has found with Jordan Love, who is doing his best to not necessarily make the fan base forget about those other guys, but making moving on a whole lot easier.
Jordan Love, how about that? Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
Jordan, you put the work in, and now you find yourself in a win and get in scenario. Did you envision this team, as young as you were, being in this place at this point?
Oh, man. Honestly, to start the season, when we were in a stretch of, not playing our best ball, lost a couple games, it's tough. Who knew what we were going to be able to do? I think we did a great job just being able to stay together, battle through the tough time.
Love's got his man, touchdown!
Some of those tough losses that we had that were really close games that could have gone our way. But, I think the way everybody stayed together is the reason why we're in this position.
Jordan, it's never easy to replace a legend, and you're charged with replacing two in Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. What's been the biggest challenge in that?
Man, it's always hard to step into a role when somebody's been here, but obviously it makes it that much harder when what those guys have done on the field. So being in this franchise, understanding the history and just how good those guys have played at the quarterback position, I think it just makes you want to play that much better. The most important thing I always say I learned from Aaron was just being able to see how consistent he was every day. Everything, handling protection, pocket movement, all those little things. I was like, man, this is different. You think you're playing at a high level and you kind of have seen a lot of good ball, and then you see that and you're like, wow, this is, that's what I'm striving to be at.
And what a beautifully placed football. Jordan Love, right on the money.
Now, when you get in a situation like this, we all want to prove to everyone we belong. But I'm a firm believer that we have to prove it to ourselves first. Can you take me in the moment or the throw that you had where you go, I got this?
I think there's been a couple of those, but I think just starting the season off with our first game in Chicago, not knowing what the season was going to be like, and then starting off my first touchdown I had to Romeo.
A laser right to the post, and the Packers lead 6-0.
Just having that comfort in the pocket, understanding, I can make these plays, and obviously the guys I got around me, they're going to go out there and make a lot of spectacular plays as well.
All right, you're the teacher and you're the student. I want you to grade yourself on your season up to this point.
I'd say at this point, I'd probably be at a B. I think I've obviously put some things on tape that I like, some things I didn't like. And I've just been learning from those mistakes that I've been making throughout the season. I knew it was going to be a process, and obviously I'm starting to, kind of play at the level I play at in practice. The game's slowing down a little bit, and I'm seeing things exactly how I see them in practice.
Oh, what a throw from Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs.
Chicago actually been playing really good football, especially defensively down the stretch. What's the key for you guys to punch your ticket to the playoffs?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, they've been playing really good football as of late. Their defense is really good as well. We've got to win the turnover battle right there. They've done a really good job generating turnovers. Me personally, I've got to take care of the ball and, try and put up as many points as we can.
Jordan Love with exquisite timing.
I'm excited for it, and obviously the fans are going to be excited. They're going to be loud, and they're going to show out on Sunday. So.
And there is the man he's succeeding, reporting for work as an inactive for the Jets in New England. Bold predictions coming up.
The Pro Bowl games are taking over Orlando with the league's best and you.
What a catch.
Be there for the ultimate flag football showdown.
That's my call.
Plus, skills competitions.
Come on!
Star appearances and unforgettable fan moments. Be a part of the action all weekend long.
That's my call.
The Pro Bowl games, presented by Verizon. Sunday, February 4th. Get your tickets now.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone.
Liberty.
Did you hear that? So I just said her first word. Can you say mama?
Liberty.
Can you say auntie?
Liberty.
How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Liberty.
I wanna hold you.
Hey, baby.
I'm gonna love you forever.
Come on, baby.
You don't have to worry. Be by your side.
When the details take precedence, the rest falls perfectly into place. We strip away everything but the essential, and what we're left with are thoughtful bedrooms for modern living. Thuma.
People everywhere tell me how much they love the Flex Seal family of products.
This stuff is awesome.
It really works.
Best stuff I ever got. I'm not sure what magic you guys do, but the stuff is incredibly durable.
Flex Seal. Always have a can of Flex Seal in my house, always.
It works. It works well.
Shot of Flex Seal. It's been 5 years, bone dry, not an issue.
We absolutely love Flex Seal. I would recommend it to anyone for any project. It's fantastic.
As kids, they told us to.
You're not gonna. Yeah, you just feel kind of. Let's go!
The following segment is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. It's time for Bold Predictions, presented by Lexus.
One last regular season opportunity to get it right.
I'm going to get this one right.
Okay.
Have I said that before? So which quarterback
oh boy,
has the record for the highest passer rating for the Arizona Cardinals?
Oh boy.
Who? You think it's you already.
Jim Hart.
In the last week of the season, when they've already been eliminated from the playoffs.
Where's Kimmy?
Give me one of these.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you posted a whopping 116 passer rating against the Chargers and a 27-20 loss. Way to go. Proud of you, man. All right, back in 2006. All right? So today, I boldly predict that, Kyler Murray will have a 120 passer rating against the Seahawks, smash your last week of the season record, and then you both will be known for fighting to the bitter end.
All right. Okay. I'm going to Green Bay. Obviously, we know this is a unbelievable rivalry. Been going on for 104 years. 208 times the Packers have played against the Bears. You know how many times both quarterbacks in that one game have gone for over 300 total yards? Never.
What?
Never. 0 times has that happened in 208 games. I say today, big game for both of these young quarterbacks. I think it's going to mean a lot for them. And both of these quarterbacks go for over 300 yards today.
I like that. I want to play off of that both now. You know, Calvin Johnson owns the single-season receiving yards record at 1964. Tyreek Hill.
He's going to get it?
And C.D. Lamb. Will both pass Calvin Johnson
big one.
today. That's 248+ yards needed for Tyreek. 314.
Come on.
He gets 188. That's regular folk. They do that. He could put another 175 on that.
Flipper Anderson sitting at home going, what do I do?
We're breaking all records today.
Tua versus Josh Allen in a winner-take-all AFC East battle to wrap up the regular season. Who has the edge in that one? In our tail of the tape. With a win, the Cowboys clinched the NFC East and the 2 seed for just the second time since '92 when they won the Super Bowl. Do their championship homes hinge on winning today? And Kurt predicted Christian McCaffrey would win the MVP before the season. Is he gonna reverse course now? We'll hand out our end-of-season hardware. We're at halftime of Week 18. Game day morning.
It is halftime.
Something amazing is happening here. Students are inspired and engaged. That's because school districts consulted with CDW to design modern classroom solutions with pre-configured HP devices, making education immersive, accessible, and secure. Now when researchers study elephants, kids learn from 9,000 miles away. Make amazing happen. HP and CDW.
It's our phone bill. We pay for things that we don't need.
That's a bit dramatic.
We must tighten our belts.
A better plan to save is Verizon.
That's right. Plans start at $25 per line, guaranteed for 3 years. Only on Verizon.
I'm adding Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh.
So fresh. Get 6 times
longer-lasting freshness plus odor protection. Try for under $5.
I'm so glad I thought of Slider Sunday.
You thought of Slider Sunday?
That's right. For a dream. Whatever. Ain't this Slider Sunday.
Huddle at the island.
I thought we did it together.
So think of your King's Hawaiian roll as the quarterback of your slider.
It's the most important part of the team. Protect the rolls.
So, when do we get to eat?
Crowd is in a frenzy.
Tell me, can you feel it?
The atmosphere is electric.
Shout out to Raven Flock. Y'all showed out today.
Playoff football, this is what you dreamed of.
90% of Hims customers report having better sex. Through Hims.com, you'll get connected with a licensed medical provider who can personalize treatment from a range of options. Treat ED with doctor-trusted medication. Get started today at Hims.com.
Hey, Mr. Poacher.
Yeah?
Tired already? Here, have a Red Bull.
And then?
Then run faster.
Oh.
Red Bull gives you wings. GetLifeMD.com is the healthcare provider helping people lose weight with online access to GLP-1s, the breakthrough medications that can help you lose 15% of your body weight. Now available with or without insurance. Check your eligibility and at GetLifeMD.com.
Take your favorite radio stations, the music you love, and the biggest
To put the bag on the table and say, fill it up to either the team he's playing for today or somebody else who wants to have a potential future Hall of Fame wide receiver here, that if they win in Carolina, again, Carolina already has the worst record in the league, sewn up for a couple of weeks. They win. They host the loser of the NFC East crown battle. And in terms of that, the Dallas Cowboys can win it with a win in Washington, D.C. Commanders currently second overall on the clock in April's draft. If the Cowboys trip up, then the Eagles can reclaim the lead in the NFC East and the 2 seed and the division title with a win against the Giants. Now, one might say it's only fitting that a snafu over reporting as eligible has led to the Cowboys to sit on the verge of staying at home for much of the playoffs, because the Cowboys team that looks playoff ready has frequently not reported as eligible to win on the road. The Cowboys' success between the two locales is as plain as, well, home and away. And fittingly enough, today the Cowboys will have to secure their ability to host at least 2 playoff games and one last regular season road trip to D.C., where last year's team finished with a season finale dud.
I'm going to fix these potholes on the road as we try to drive this truck to Las Vegas. Here we go!
A wild, bumpy ride.
Prescott thrown in the end zone. It's intercepted.
By far his worst game of the year. There might be a reason for that big hole, huh?
We are needing this road to be much smoother.
Cowboys can't win on the road.
You think the
game, Dak and the Cowboys needed to win to get a shot at the division crown, and the Commanders just put the bang thing on them. That was when they decided to see what they had in Sam Howell, who's going to be starting again today. He'll be the first Commanders quarterback to start every game of a regular season since Kirk Cousins last did that in 2017. So it's time for the Dallas Cowboys home version to show up on the road. And the home version, as you can see, has not lost a football game and absolutely demolishes their opponents. And the road team becomes sort of the Washington Generals. And they are in the home of the Washington Commanders today. Welcome to NFL Game Day Morning, presented by Lowe's. We know football. Lowe's knows home improvement. It's hour number 3 of Week 18. As you can see, we're going to put the evening game to the tail of the tape. Big game for the AFC East, but we start this third hour with a conversation about the NFC East, and clearly you could see the numbers. We just have set this whole thing up for the question of need. The question of need, do they have
There's win or go home. Dallas needs to win to go home. We talked about the sexiest thing in football. When I told you it was that 0, and those victories at home, those 8 victories, and that little 0 right there in that car, that was the sexiest thing. Now, this plays both sides, which I really do believe, not just the Cowboys side. Yes, you need to play at home, but also for what you have to do against San Francisco on the other side. San Francisco now is the 1 seed, you're the 2 seed. If you see them, they shall be in the championship game. And you'll give everybody a chance to knock them off before you see them. But if you don't, you got to go to San Francisco. They need this. This is the last opportunity to prove to themselves that they can win on the road, because the narrative has changed. It's no longer beat a good team on the road. You got to beat any team on the road right now, and they need this win.
Okay, so just to repeat, because, again, the important part about going home and getting this 2 seed is you can be at home while you give somebody else the opportunity to knock San Francisco off while you are at home, and maybe you host an NFC championship game and you never have to leave home.
Scooby-Doo. Guess what, Rich? I think you got it.
Well, I mean, while I'm in, the magic machine here, so, or they go on the road, and they might have to be the team to go on the divisional road to go take on San Francisco. So you're saying this has to happen today? This is it. Has to happen.
Right, it has to happen for the Cowboys to get to where they want to be. Their playoffs starts now, and they have to approach this game. And talked about the big money guys, so it matches up well. They give up so many sacks. That's Michael Parsons. He has to get back there. And they allow so many passing yards. That's Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. I put them up for a reason.
I thought you said something really good in there when you were talking about they have to prove it to themselves. Because as good as these athletes are, the best in the world, and you played at highest level, and you've played in big games, there is still a human factor that plays into this. And that human factor is we're not very good on the road. For whatever reason, you might not be able to put your finger on it, but it starts to enter your mind when you have to go on the road. And so a team that's won 3 games on the road all year, we're going to say that they can go and win 3 games on the road in the playoffs against good football teams and make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think that's possible. So if they don't win this game, if they don't get this number 2 seed, roll, Reggie.
Nice.
Wow. It's not going to happen for the Dallas Cowboys. So to me, this is huge.
It's my Scooby-Doo.
Roll, Reggie.
It's my Scooby.
That was good, Kurt. So I agree. I think they've got to have home field advantage and win 2, and then try to repeat what you just said this year. You go to San Francisco like you did in '92 and knock them off. All right, that's what you said. They're not as good on the road. Well, here's proof in the pudding. I mean, you could give 43 examples. Washington's got nothing to lose in this game, and all the pressure is on Dak and the Cowboys. And let me remind you, this could be the very last game for Ron Rivera in Washington. Not only is he a good man, he's a good coach. And that team really respects the heck out of that guy. So all of a sudden, Ron is 102 and 102 in his career. You think he wants to go out a loser? You think that team wants him to go out a loser? They're going to do Gatorade on his head and carry him off if he wins this game and screws up your season, right? Washington is going to show up. Don't be nervous, Herb.
They are, and they're going to
give them their best shot today. Look out.
They're going to be sitting on routes. Those interceptions you guys showed for last year, they were sitting on those routes. And I hope Dallas says, okay, we're going right by you. They got to come out throwing the ball down the field.
Sherry Burris is already at the game for us, taking you to kickoff of many Week 18 games. Take it away, Sherry.
Well, quarterback success this season, he told me the big key is the camaraderie with everyone in the locker room. He simply put it to me as, quote, to be our best, we need Dak at his best, and that is why they are now knocking on the door of winning the NFC East and trying to lock up that 2 seed in the NFC. Now we head to Cam Wolf in Miami.
Sherry, Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel has rallied his team behind the power of you can't this season. Players told you can't, and prove their naysayers wrong. None bigger than Tua Tagovailoa, who plays his 17th game tonight despite minor thumb and shoulder ailments. Tua hasn't missed a game as a pro for the first time. And McDaniel championed Tua for not getting mad at the narrative that he couldn't stay healthy. Instead, taking control of his body, trying jiu-jitsu. And ultimately, he said it's significant for Tua and the organization. Tua said he takes a lot of pride in it. Tonight, another you can't. A lot of people will say the Dolphins can't win against this Bills team, shorthanded without Jalen Waddle and Raheem Mostert. Another chance to prove them wrong.
So the AFC playoff picture is quite simple. All eyes in Tennessee. If the Jaguars win, they're in as the 4 seed, and the Texans are in as a wild card. And the Buffalo Bills will need to win a football game tonight just to make the playoffs. If the Jaguars lose, the Bills and Steelers are in, and tonight's game is just nearly for who wins the AFC East and gets potentially 2 playoff games at home. It is absolutely huge regardless, and could be even huger if Josh Allen and the Bills need to win just in order to make the playoffs. And tonight's Bills-Dolphins game will feature the leader in passing yards, going head-to-head with the leader in touchdowns. The most recent such occurrence, week 12 or later, back in week 13's 2001 matchup when Mooch and Kurt Warner went at it, if you will. Jeff Garcia threw nary a touchdown pass. He was the leader in touchdowns. Kurt Warner
with more pass yards, but obviously it's more important to have touchdowns. So in this game, both these guys have been great in their different ways this year, but Josh Allen, to me, has been playing his best football, both with his arm and with his legs at this point. So I am going advantage Bills in this one. Mooch, who you got?
But I got running backs, okay? James Cook is really coming on right here for the Bills, but it's lessening the, production for Stephon Diggs. Of course, Josh Allen is the other running back. He's got 15 touchdowns. But the Miami Dolphins now, they used to have a 1-2 punch. Raheem Mostert's probably not going to play, right? So Von Achan, he's a rookie. He's not a track guy. He's a football player that ran track. Speedball all the way. This is the fastest team we've ever seen in the National Football League. He averages 8 yards a carry. That leads the National Football League. So I'm going to give the advantage to the Miami Dolphins. receivers.
Man, this is interesting, and it's not difficult at all, especially when you got a Tyreek Hill who leads the league in yards with 17. Bad man over there. You built a whole system around him, and they win by using him. And then on the other side, Stephon Diggs, the last 4 games, wins, and then only 32 yards a game, no doubt. Put him with Jalen Waddle, even though Jalen Waddle's not playing today. I'm taking Miami 10 times every day and 11 times on Sunday, because that's game day, if you know what I mean. Gerald, what you got, buddy?
When we talk about defenses, I have to give the edge to the Buffalo Bills. These teams have been very similar leading up to last week, but last week, the Miami Dolphins gave up 56 points. And over the last 3 weeks, the Buffalo Bills have given up 53 points combined. Miami Dolphins are dealing with major injuries. They lost the 2 best pass rushers in Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb. Xavier Howard is not playing today. And over the last 9 weeks, the Buffalo Bills have only given up 25 points once. Over the last 4 weeks, they've given up 17 points, which ranks 4th, whereas the Miami Dolphins have given up 26 points, which ranks 26. My edge goes to the Buffalo Bills. DJ, who you got for rookies?
Oh, first of all, Gerald, best dressed again. Every time I come here, I feel like Gerald is the best dressed man. I'm looking at a couple rookies here. Mooch already talked about Achan, the job he's done for the Miami Dolphins, but we also have the rookie tight end for the Buffalo Bills in Dalton Kincaid. So in the matchup of rookies, I'm actually going to lean towards the Bills and the tight end. Josh Allen absolutely carved them up in their first meeting this year. I think the Miami Dolphins are going to try and play high. They're going to try and take away the big plays down the field with those wideouts. I think this is a big opportunity for Dalton Kincaid to have a volume game, 7-8 catches in this ball game, and they'll focus their attention to slow down that Miami run game without Jalen Waddle. Rich, good luck on Monday. Good to see you, buddy.
I appreciate that, and I'm wondering if you really mean it. I'm not going to lie. Mr. App State over there. Look at all of us. We look very happy to be there on Saturday and Sunday for you, and we will. Super Wild Card Weekend. That's also the only spot where, Ian, you're just as tall as Gerald McCoy, I think.
That's offensive, but again, not entirely wrong. Speaking of short people, Kyler Murray obviously was in the news this week. Jonathan Gannon coming out and saying he had no doubt that Kyler Murray was his franchise quarterback, which if you had asked me before the season, I would be a little surprised by that. There was so much uncertainty based on the injury, what he had dealt with Cliff Kingsbury, and some inconsistency. My understanding, though, the organization is, in fact, behind this. They are moving forward with
about it. So, what in the world are the Bears going to do once the season's over, now that they've got the first overall pick in the draft again, and Justin Fields is one step closer to a potential big contract?
Monday on NFL Total Access, who made it, who missed out, who moved up, and who messed up. A blurry playoff picture finally in focus. We'll show you how it went down and what happens now. Wild Card Week begins on a special 2-hour NFL Total Access, Monday, 6 Eastern.
Experience the NFL like never before.
You hear that?
It's game time, baby! Woo! Even earn a tunnel walk with your favorite team. Apply for the NFL Extra Points credit card and live your rewards.
What's my safe flight story? I'm a photographer, and when I'm driving, I see inspiration right through my glass. So when my windshield cracked, it had to be fixed right. I scheduled with Safe Flight Auto Glass. Their experts replaced my windshield and recalibrated my car's advanced safety system. Safe Flight is the one I trust. They focus on safety, so I can focus on this view.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Bacon and jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread, which was the best thing since original stuffed cheesy bread. Get Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread or any other 2 or more mix and match items for just $6.99 each at Domino's.
This is for the community.
This is for my papa.
I love fair talking. Christian Gonzalez. For the nation that's always in my heart. And for everyone who will come next.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth. Without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night-night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Talk about a gamut of possibilities. Todd Bowles could be an NFC South champion head coach tonight, or by the end of the night, having to talk about what the future looks like, because if the Bucs lose to the 2-win Panthers at home, then the winner of the NFC South would be the winner of the Saints-Falcons game that takes place, and the Bucs would be out. But, Sarah Walsh, the Bucs are in Carolina, and this is a hugely winnable game. Take it away.
Today could be stirring up some deja vu for Baker Mayfield. He has been in the postseason just once in his career. It was back in the 2020 season. He was the Browns quarterback. He played in a Week 17 regular season finale, win and you're in against the Steelers, and he came out victorious. He said what it taught him is it's such a special atmosphere to be able to be playing just to compete another week. And he said you have to understand when you're in that huddle, it could be your last time together, so make it count. He has certainly made the most of his opportunities in Tampa. Career highs for him in touchdowns, passing yards, completion percentage. The Bucs signed him to a 1-year, $4 million deal. He has earned every penny of it, and Rich, he could earn another $1 million today, a bonus if he brings home a division title.
Well, as for the Panthers, their first overall pick belongs to the Bears.